Today, we are going to talk about whether or not Bitgert, other words known as BRISE, is back from the dead. So we're going to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, none is financial advice, but let's talk about this because this thing is literally up 226% in the last 24 hours. That's actually crazy. Now it's only up 163% in the last 30 days, but it's still down 10.9% in the last year. So that means in the last year, it has dumped by so much. When you look at it, this is not normal. Like that is a huge, huge amount that it's just dumped by. Imagine going from 28 million market cap all the way down to 6 million market cap. And if you look at the all time for Bitgert, this thing was once like the top dog in like the Binance community. I used to always make videos about this coin. Literally went from $255 million market cap all the way down to a $6 million market cap, back up to 21 million. So this thing has seen its ups and downs. And honestly, the downfall of this project, in my opinion, has been all the false promises, right? They were talking about their Bitgert exchange, their Bitgert marketplace, like their Amazon of Bitgert, or like it was like it's supposed to be like an eBay of Bitgert where you could trade stuff on there. The pay Brise, they were having a real estate thing. They had the Brise Paradise where they had like a island apparently, and then they built like a hotel on the island. But we haven't heard anything about that. We haven't heard anything about anything, honestly. I mean, their Twitter account got deleted. They didn't even update it on the website yet, the Twitter account. So what I really want to talk about is whether or not, it's back from the dead, or is this just a liquidity trap? I'm going to be completely honest here. I believe it's a liquidity trap. I believe it's the top dogs trying to get people, retailers back in so they can just dump and then just completely abandon the project, because on their new Twitter, like they haven't posted anything literally since 2023. Like how have you not updated your community since 2023? Right? That's bad. That's bad. There's no reason why there shouldn't be any update since 2023. So it's kind of crazy, but no, it is what it is. And when you come over to their Instagram, they haven't updated their Instagram since 2021. So you can see it's a constant theme here of them completely abandoning what they had left of their projects, right? So people are talking about Bitgert because obviously it's been pumping massively recently, like 200% in 24 hours. That's pretty big, right? 220%. So, people are curious. So this person here, he's like, Brise, the native token of the Bitgert exchange has pumped by 110%. Well, now it's up 220. And then he says, is this a coordinated move by the exchange, or is it retail investors finally recognizing the potential of Brise? I think it's a coordinated push. It's a coordinated push, and they're really trying to use people as exit liquidity because I'm not going to lie, a lot of the top wallets have stayed solid inside of Bitgert Brise. Like, how did they hold that money for that long? It was at 255 million. So at some point, these top wallets had tens of millions of dollars, and they did not dump. I will give them that. They had tens of millions of dollars, and they did not dump, top wallets. But I believe they're using people as exit liquidity now because they see their project is dead, right? That's how I think it is going. So look, 14 days ago, the top wallet, 2.52% of all of the coins. 14 days ago, $1.1 million was sent to them by this wallet here. I tracked it down, and this wallet purchased some coins from KuCoin. So they purchased it from the KuCoin exchange, right? They purchased 50,000 here, 7,000 there, but the $1 million, as you can see, was sent to them by different wallets, but ultimately it was coming all from KuCoin. They were just buying coins from KuCoin, and they had some already stashed, right? So if they're buying all these coins from KuCoin, and they also had money sent from this wallet, this wallet bought from CoinDCX from another centralized exchange. Why are they loading up? Why are they loading up? All right. The top wallet, why is the top wallet loading up? And then are they just getting ready to sell back to these exchanges after they've loaded up and pumped it? I think so. I think that's what's happening. I think they're loading up and they're pumping it, and I think they're going to dump on people. I used to like this project. I used to talk about this project all the time, but I eventually seen that they weren't doing anything with their BRISE Paradise thing, and I just didn't see any results. I didn't see them actually creating on this island where they apparently had land and they were creating a hotel. Like they showed some pictures, but I'm thinking it might have been AI. I'm not even gonna lie, it might have been AI. But they had videos of an actual hotel being developed on the little island that they had, right? Like no Epstein stuff. Like they actually had stuff being built on an island. Now I don't know if they were on that Epstein stuff, but they were building on an island. All right. That's all we know is that they were building on an island. I can't even find the Bryce Paradise thing here. I can't even find Bryce Paradise because that's what it was called. It was called Bryce Paradise. You can't even find it anymore. So I think that it was a hoax. I don't think that they actually continued to build, and I just don't think that they actually had anything being built in the first place. I think that they had AI photos and videos. I don't know. It looked sketchy. Now that I'm thinking about it, it used to look very pixely, like the videos that they would post, and everyone fell for it. I mean, even I fell for it. Maybe they actually built it, but why are they not talking about it? Like, I don't know. I think we all fell for it, and it was just the marketing ploy for their exchange, right? And their exchange, I don't think their exchange is doing so well anymore. But I think that this is a liquidity trap. I think they're using this as a liquidity trap to trap people who are trying to buy stuff. All right. So if this is actually a liquidity trap, and you can't even look at the exchange right now. Oh yeah, you can. But if this is actually a liquidity trap, it could be very easy for people to lose money. But it looks like people are trading on the exchange now that things are starting to speed up. So I guess we'll just have to wait around and see if it is. But I would say be extremely careful if you're thinking of buying on Bryce. So if you look at this, $89,000 in USDT for their actual coin, the Bryce coin on their actual exchange. BNB to BTC, you can see they have some transactions going on there. So yeah, it looks like they've been kind of trying to push their project, but again, I think that this is going to be some type of trap. But it does look like people are actually using it, like $164,000 in USDT for Baby Doge being traded, $8.3 million inside of Bitcoin. So I think they ignored their Bryce coin and they're just focusing on their exchange. That's what it's looking like. If these transactions are real and that money right there is real, like I just think that they're focused on their exchange and not the actual coin. So the exchange seems to still be alive, but the coin, the project, seems to be dead, and it seems like they haven't really promoted it much. But let's keep going over these top wallets because I found some interesting stuff. So this wallet is like a wallet that they're just transferring stuff in between, which I think this wallet works with their exchange, like through exchange fees and stuff like that. So I think that's what this wallet's for. And then you got this wallet. This is crazy. 1,685 days ago. 1,685 days ago. That's actually pretty crazy. They haven't done an exchange in a long, long time. Like this wallet has been holding the whole time. So this wallet, they didn't dump out of this wallet. Haven't sold anything for an extremely long time. Extremely long time. And then this wallet, 11 days ago, the KuCoin transactions, you can see the 1.1 million. This is the one that went to the top wallet. So they sent money to the top wallet. They still got a lot of money in this one. And then this wallet right here, 541 days ago, they bought. It's one of the top wallets, has 1.28% of the supply. And they've held strong for 541 days, $688,000. Look at how much coins that they had in here, though. Imagine how much they would have had if they would have dumped 541 days ago. So pretty much 2 years ago. If they would have dumped 2 years ago, all the way back here in 2024 at these heights, let's see how much money they would have had. And the reason why I'm showing this is because it kind of shows, I don't know if their intentions were to scam people. I think that their project just died. They stopped working on it and they just gave up on it. I think they just gave up. That's what I'm pretty much trying to get at here, because they could have dumped on people heavy, but they didn't do it. So that in itself is kind of a noble thing, right? So they had all these coins, and at 3 6, so 6 zeros after the decimal place 367. So multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 7. They had $4.7 million at one point in that one wallet. They did not dump it on the holders. So I say that's kind of noble. That's kind of noble, right? But now that it's going back up, are they going to dump? They got 688,000 right now. They could dump if they want to. They could. They didn't do it for 541 days. Same with this wallet. They're in the same position, damn near the same amount of coins, and they bought on the same day. So it's probably the same person with multiple wallets, but they didn't dump. So will the whales dump? Will the developers dump? Same with this wallet. Also bought 541 days ago. Same amount of money, nearly the same amount. So I think there are some people waiting to dump this thing. Like they've been waiting for a while and nothing's happened with the project. So I think they're eventually going to dump. And 541 days ago, a lot of coins were sent from this one wallet. Like this one here was a crazy transaction. I think it's like 7 trillion. So we just got to sit around and see this one right here. Like you can see there's a lot of wallets created from that one wallet. That one wallet 541 days ago sent a bunch of money out to all these different wallets. So I think people are waiting to dump this thing. I think people are about to get used as exit liquidity. And I think you should be extremely careful. And I do not think Bitgert is back from the dead. I don't think it's back from the dead. I just think that the whales had enough and now they just want to pump it and they want to dump it and just get out. I think they're going to dump it and just get out of it. That's how I see this thing. Because look at this pump being dumped, because people obviously were ready and waiting to get out, and the volume before that was super low. All right, a volume before that super low, 500,000, 700,000, and then boom, out of nowhere, volume spikes straight up to 1 million, all the way up here 3 million, 4 million. Then as it goes down, the volume increases 5 million. That's because the people holding are selling 5 million. So how is it 3 million up here but 5 million down here? Because the people are selling. The people that have been holding for a while are selling. But as the price starts to dump and the volume increases, you're starting to see more people are starting to buy in, and they're being used as what? Exit liquidity. I always say this. A lot of these projects use people as exit liquidity. Now, I'm not saying that Bitgert developers are scamming, because a lot of them held strong. Like I showed you the top wallets, some of them are probably devs, and they held strong for a long time. But I think they're just done with the project, and I think they're going to dump it. But I think they're just mainly focused on their exchange, because their exchange is actually still alive. People actually still trade the coin on the exchange. So it's alive behind the scenes with the exchange, but the developers, they haven't posted in a while. They got to post. They got to make a post saying we're back. If they make a post saying Bitgert is back, then I think people might stick around. But if they don't make a post on Twitter and they just leave it, then I don't think this project's going to survive. They have to make a post saying that they're back. But yeah, as you can see, 182,000 holders, 182,090 holders, all the way up to 182,095. So about 100 holders so far have bought in. Those 100 people are probably going to get used as exit liquidity if the Bitgert developers do not make some type of comeback on social media. We'll see how far this goes up. So this is only up 231%. It's only at $21 million in market cap. So imagine if it goes up, it's like 30 million or more. So if that happens, like I think people are really going to be more incentivized to dump if something like that happens. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Check out Advantage 5, best DeFi trading exchange out there in the game. I use this exchange myself as a pretty good exchange. So go ahead and check it out. You can do up to 75x leverage on Bitcoin. You can do 4x, you literally USD to the Japanese yen. You could do that if you want to. You could trade stocks, and it's a DeFi exchange. All you do is connect your wallet. Do it through the link I have, and you'll be helping out support the channel as well. You'll be help supporting the channel as well. So do it through that link. And big shout out to you guys. You can trade gold on here. You can trade Tesla, Google, Coinbase, Amazon, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Robinhood. And you can trade Advantage itself. You can trade the S&P 500, the QQQs. You can literally trade everything on here. So check out that. Check out this link inside of the description. Check out Advantage. And if you want the best trading view indicators, check out the link in the description for that as well. And you can get 7 days risk free. So go ahead and check that out. And yeah, shout out to you guys. Again, hit the like button, subscribe. As always, I'll be back with another video.